Hey everybody, it's Brooke. How are you this evening? I thought I would come and show you a journal that I finished that is actually already spoken for by somebody that I love very much, and I hope that she loves her journal, but I thought I would show it before I sent it off to its new home. It's about 9.5 inches high, 6.25 inches wide, and it is made from an old book that I gutted. Shh, I gutted it, don't tell. I wish that I could remember the kind of binding that I used. Cannot remember the name of it. Oops, I also cannot get that close enough for you to see. We're all over the place here. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Sorry if I made you sick, but it's an open binding. These are actually the signatures that you can see, and I can't remember what it's called. So there you go. It's some other kind of binding that I don't usually do. The book has a doily that I decoupaged on it, and then on the front just some lace and a chipboard heart, some book text and a little tag. And it does have this flower that I bought, and I think I may be taking that off and replacing it because I think that flower was on clearance for a reason. It's annoying and it's wiggly. So that may be a thing of the past, but there will be a flower there. And here's some of the Tim Holtz photo booth that I just love. And there's a metal charm that says, "Know in your heart that you're loved." The whole thing is tied up with some seam binding. And I put on one end of the seam binding, I made a little crystal angel. And on the other side is just this pretty crystal drop because it's sparkly. And you guys know I love sparkly things because I'm like a magpie. So going to the inside, on the inside cover, there's a pocket that I made and an index card tucked in there. A sticker that says what you create doesn't have to be perfect because I know my own self. I could use that reminder a lot. So that's there. And then there's another tag in that pocket that I decoupaged some napkins and did some rub-ons. That's just made out of a file folder. The book itself is really blank. There's a lot of journaling room because I know this lady likes to journal, and she's also getting to be quite a spectacular photographer, so I'm hoping she'll be able to put some of her photos in this book. So it's emptier than a lot of mine, but I've clipped things in for her to use if she'd like to. This is just a burlap flag that I put in. This says the full story. And this is tone tanned paper that I used. A little bit of stamping. Here's a photo sleeve, and it has a Project Life card in it. And then this next page is children's writing paper, and I clipped in an envelope that my sweet sister Anita sent me because she thought it was a beautiful color, and she's right. And the inside of the envelope is just this beautiful gray color and texture. And I popped in a couple cards for journaling. One says choose happy, and one is just lined. But I really am happy that this envelope is in this book. So thank you, Anita. The next page is just lined paper from my computer. And it says she decided she was worth it. Little envelope that I made tucked in there, and there's some journaling space. A tag tucked in behind the envelope. This is blank sketch paper. That's the center of the signature. More lined paper and a little bit of vintage lace that I stapled in there. I kind of went crazy with my tiny attacher in this book, I think. But that's okay because I love my tiny attacher. More children's writing paper, and it says you radiate beauty. More photo sleeve, a little bit of a Project Life card stuck in. Tone tan, more tone tan that says family pictures. And that's actually from the spine of this book. And I just stapled it in when I deconstructed the book. More sketch paper. And this one actually folds out for more journaling space. And I clipped on some labels and a journaling card that she can use in here if she'd like to. Or, you know, take it out and have more room for putting her own things in. children's writing paper that says "Be Fabulous." More of that sketch paper. This is vellum that I've had forever that I love, that looks like a dressmaker's pattern. And you can't have a book without vellum because that would be a crime against nature. And so here's the vellum for this book. And I love that sound. Such a weirdo. But I do. There you go. More sketch paper for writing or for putting in photos. Here's more children's writing paper. This is, I think, a Patricia pocket that I made out of vintage music paper. Folded it up. This is an I Spy card. Here's a little tag I just made out of some cardstock. And another one of the tags I made from a file folder and decoupaged on some napkins. So lots of places for putting things. Here's the back of that, just blank. More of the toned tan paper. I love this paper. I love how you can write on it and sketch on it, and I just am a big fan of that. So there's more of that. Another little photo pocket. This is more sketch paper, and I made a clip, a paper clip out of some bits and pieces I had laying on my desk. And there's a postcard, a Valentine's postcard that says, "Love, I am lonely, for you I long, I want you only, you are so long." Does it say you are so long? Dark is the night, love, without you so long, leave me no more, love, don't let me long, long. And there's this big, giant, tall lady and this little tiny guy, and I think it's funny. So that's in there, and it's blank on the back. There's that sketch paper and more children's writing paper. It says Fierce at the bottom. Watercolor paper, and that's the middle of the signature. More children's writing paper. This is sketchbook paper, and I took a page out of a Beatrix Potter book and just clipped it in there with a little sparkly charm. Another photo sleeve. This is more tan tone paper with a Kate Spade paper clip. And I paper clipped in this red envelope that I think is gorgeous. And it has a greeting card inside that's a Zentangle design. So she can color in this, she can write on it, she can put journaling or photos inside. Whatever might strike her fancy. Pretty eclectic book, I think. I put a lot of different surfaces for writing and a bunch of different stuff in there depending on what this young lady might care to do with it. And there's more of the toned tan paper, more sketch paper, and this one flips out as well. Line paper, children's writing paper. This is more sketch paper. The center of the signature, and I just clipped in a really old recipe book with recipes for strawberry pie. I don't know why, but I liked it. I like the stains on it. And this is a piece of a pocket diary from 1906 that somebody actually made notes in, and I can't begin to read what it says, but I like the colors on it. I thought it was pretty cool. More children's writing paper, more lined paper, more sketchbook paper, tone tan. I just washi taped in some stickers here for her to use. It'll just pop right out and she can use the stickers if she'd like to. This is 365 sticker sheet. A little bit of cotton embroidery, or not embroidery, crochet tacked to the page. More of the children's paper. This is beautiful handmade paper that I had that, I don't know if you can tell, but it's metallic gold and sort of translucent webby stuff that I think is really pretty. Another photo pocket, a photo sleeve. And more sketch paper. Just stuck a little flower in there. I love orange. And there's the other side of that handmade paper. I think I'm creeping out of frame. Hold on. There. I think I'm good there. More of that handmade paper and children's writing paper. There's the tone tan, and I used a clothespin hanger, or a hanger paper clip, there we go, to put in this charm that says significant. And I've got a playing card with some washi samples wrapped around it in case There's something she'd like to washi tape in. I really made this as much, I think I've said this, as sort of a do-it-yourself, so that there are a lot of options for her to use it the way that she would like to. And more sketchbook paper. This one folds out again, and I've clipped in a Project Life card and a little journaling card. Another sketchbook saying, "This is your world, shape it or someone else will." Isn't that the truth? Another piece of watercolor paper in the center of the signature. This is more children's writing paper and a really old little golden book about a kangaroo family. And I just thought the illustration was so sweet. And there's a little crystal charm clipped on there. And more sketchbook paper, a bigger piece on this side with a tag stapled on that says love. It's got a little flag underneath it. And this is more of the tone tan paper. I've got a scrap of lace that I tiny attached on the top. And down at the bottom it says, "Pretending I'm a pleasant person is exhausting." And then this is the back cover. I just put it in a good size envelope that I made out of scrapbook paper to tuck any kind of goodies in. And that is the end of the book. And here's the back cover again. And that's the whole thing. So hopefully you enjoyed watching and got some inspiration or some amusement or something out of watching this. But thank you for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. And I do have some journals available in my Etsy shop. Yes, wait for it. We'll link it below. Yay! Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.